From News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Good evening and welcome to News Channel 15. Good to be with you. It's Eli Grimes filling in for Kyle Peach. Let's take a look at tonight's news. The FBI in Springfield is warning the public about the serious consequences of making hoax threats against schools or public places due to an increase of these threats in recent months. These threats, which can be communicated through various channels such as text messages, phone calls, and social media, are taken very seriously and can lead to severe repercussions for both the public and the individuals making those threats. Hoax threats can divert law enforcement resources, costing taxpayers and causing emotional distress to victims. Individuals found guilty of making these threats can face up to 5 years in federal prison or at the state and local levels. The FBI, in collaboration with local law enforcement, investigates these threats to assess their credibility. Key points to remember include: do not post or send hoax threats online, report any threats to local law enforcement immediately, avoid sharing or forwarding threats until authorities can investigate to prevent misinformation. Parents should also discuss responsible social media use with their children and the serious implications of making hoax threats. For more information, the FBI has resources available on their website. Moving on to area arrest reports, WFIW says a 33-year-old man, Christopher A. Milburn, was arrested by Mount Vernon police on Wednesday due to an active arrest warrant from Jefferson County. He faces serious charges, including aggravated criminal sexual abuse and 5 counts of possession of child pornography. The arrest followed an investigation initiated by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office after receiving a cyber tip report back on May 24th. Detectives from the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force conducted that investigation, which involved obtaining search warrants for electronic records. This led to a search warrant being executed at Milburn's home on August 5th, where investigators seized electronic devices that were later analyzed for evidence of criminal activity. During that investigation, it was also revealed that Milburn had worked at Mount Vernon Township High School in 2013, where he allegedly had inappropriate sexual contact with a 14-year-old student. The findings have been forwarded to the Jefferson County State's Attorney's Office for consideration of criminal charges. In other arrests, WAKO reports the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department was busy with the arrests of 3 subjects, 2 from neighboring Indiana on Wednesday. 23-year-old Kevin Kendall of Petersburg was picked up for failure to register as a sex offender, and 38-year-old Brandy Thomas of Bicknell, Indiana, on a bench warrant. Both were booked into the Lawrence County Jail and were being held there. 37-year-old Anthony Yokel of Flat Rock, Illinois, was wanted for failure to appear in court on charges. He was also being held in the jail pending a detention hearing. Moving on, Illinois State Police Director Brendan F. Kelly, alongside key officials, announced that every county in Illinois now has 911 service, marking a major milestone for the state. Stark County recently partnered with Peoria County to establish a joint emergency telephone system board, ensuring Stark residents and travelers can access emergency services more efficiently. Previously, Stark County residents had to call a 10-digit number for emergencies, leading to lower response times. This achievement completes a mission set in 2015 by the General Assembly to provide statewide 911 coverage. The state is also migrating to Next Generation 911, which enhances communication and response through multimedia capabilities and improved location accuracy. Of the 179 911 centers in Illinois, 158 have already transitioned to this advanced system. The Board of Trustees of the Illinois Eastern Community College District 529 met Tuesday. Faculty Union Representative Rob Mason presented the board with results of a faculty survey. Chancellor Gower updated the board on capital projects, and the board approved a memorandum of understanding with Wabash General Hospital for a paramedic education program. Nominating petitions to run for a seat on the IECC board are available for the April 21st, 2025 election and can be picked up at the IECC district office in the city of Olney. They must be fielded between November 12th and the 18th. 3 seats on the board are up for election. The board approved support for the amendment to the Robinson-Crawford Enterprise Zone. In personnel matters, the board hired Mandy Greperis as coordinator of academic affairs and changed Jamie Carmen's title to director of academic advising. In resignation matters, resignations were approved for Phil Britton as head baseball coach at Olney Central College, Amanda Koch as distance learning specialist, and Trevin Milner as coordinator of public information and marketing at Frontier Community College. In area school board meetings, asbestos abatement work continues at Parkview Junior High School's cafeteria in Lawrenceville. WAKO reports an assessment of that ongoing project was given to the Unit 20 school board on Wednesday night by Superintendent Doug Doherty. He says that progress is being made in the project, and it is hoped that it will be completed in the next few weeks, allowing students to once again use that facility. Parkview students have been eating lunches in the school gym with meals cooked at and transferred from nearby Parkside Elementary School. The board also approved its approximately $18.9 million 2024-25 budget after a public hearing. The date of May 18th of 2025 was also set for the Lawrenceville High School graduation. And finally, the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest is underway and continues through Saturday. WFIW says the carnival rides began today and numerous vendor and food booths will be open each day. Tonight, the Fall Fun Fest Prince and Princess contest begins at 5:30, followed by the 5K Run Walk at 6 o'clock and the Miss Fairfield Fall Fun Fest contest at 7:30. Tomorrow, the Platinum Rock Legends perform from 7 to 10 p.m. That does it for news. Stick around. I've got your weather forecast coming up next, and I'll also be back later on to talk high school football news in sports. Stay with us.
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
we wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank, supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your new Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Edge with 0% for 60 months and Ford F-150s with 0% financing. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. At Steve Faulkner Automotive, lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L for $459 per month and 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks up to $11,000 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back. Time to talk your forecast, which has been most of the story throughout these last 2 months. No rain to speak of. Once again, we'll get into that in just a little bit. As we move forward for today's almanac, we saw a high of 90 degrees, a low of 62. Once again, no rain to speak of in quite some time. Our normal temperatures there on the screen at 82 and 58 the low. 97 our record temperature, 41 the record low there, nowhere near those temperatures for today. As we move into our extended forecast, going through Thursday night into the early hours of Friday morning, we will get some of our best chances for rain as we go throughout Friday afternoon. Those chances will come and go, and cloud coverage will decrease and increase, and more rain chances throughout Friday night into the early hours of Saturday morning. Once again, will be some of our best chances for rain, but scattered in nature is most of the story there. Now, to put it into perspective for you, the last 60 days of precipitation, as you can see in our region, below 10 inches of rain since July 21st of this year. Drought-like conditions across our area for much of the last 2 months. Once again, July 21st, we have not seen a lot of rain. Lows Friday morning are going to range from the low to mid 60s, 64 there in Albion, 63 the low spot there in Mount Carmel. Into the highs on Friday, we're going to be in that high 80 to low 90 range. 89 there in Flora, 91 in Fairfield, and 92 there in Mount Carmel. Lows on Saturday morning are going to be in those mid to high 60s marks, 68 there in Flora, 67 the low spot in Effingham, and we will reach a 70-degree mark there in Edwards County in Albion. Highs on Saturday, and as well as rain chances in our region, 89 there in Fairfield, 89 in Albion. Most of those rain chances will be to our west, as you can see from places like Vandalia, Salem, and Mount Vernon. Those chance of rain will make its way eastward throughout Saturday night. Going into tonight, mostly clear conditions expected, a low of 62 degrees as we move forward into our extended forecast for this weekend. 91 degrees the high for tomorrow on Friday, 92 on Saturday, and those rain chances will slowly increase throughout the rest of this weekend into next work week. You can also see those temperatures start to drop into the mid to high 80s, as well into the high 70 mark as we transition to fall there on Sunday, the 22nd. If you're like me and enjoy those fall temperatures, it's a wonderful sight to see. Up next, I've got sports. Stay tuned.
Wabash General Hospital hosting the annual Health and Wellness Extravaganza, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the hospital parking lot at 13th and College Drive in Mount Carmel. The event offers health and wellness opportunities from community businesses and the hospital itself. There will be free giveaways, door prizes, and pork burgers for the first 300 attendees from Wabash County Farm Bureau. Learn more about creating and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. More information on the Wabash General Hospital Facebook page.
Have your weather radio, have a flashlight with batteries in it, make sure your cell phone's charged, know where you're going to go when bad weather hits. Go to the lowest interior room in your house and wait the storm out. After the storm, if your power's out or if there's any kind of dangerous situation or anything like that, call Mount Carmel Public Utility Company. As you go outside to survey the damage a little bit, just make sure to stay away from down power lines.
Welcome back. Time to talk sports. Starting in high school football news, the Black Diamond Conference has extended a football-only invitation to Red Hill, aiming to restore its status as a 10-team closed conference. This decision follows 2 consecutive seasons where Vienna-Goreville was unable to field a varsity football team. Red Hill currently competes in the Midland Trail and Little Ocala Valley conferences for other sports, but has been an independent in football for the past 3 seasons. The Salukis departed from the Little Illini Conference after the 21-22 school year and have since qualified for the Class 1A playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. If Red Hill accepts that invitation, Vienna and Goreville would both stay in the Black Diamond Conference for other sports, but the co-op football team would be classified as an independent moving forward. Meanwhile, here's a look at this weekend's schedule. In the Little Illini Conference on Friday, Newton is at Mount Carmel. We'll have that for you live on the News Channel 15 YouTube page. Paris is at Lawrenceville, and Robinson is at Casey. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Olney is at Marshall. In the Black Diamond Conference, Carmi is at Cesar-Valere on Friday. Edwards County is at Hamilton County. El Dorado is at Flora, and Johnston City is at Fairfield. On Saturday, CZR takes on Red Hill at Red Hill in a non-conference game. Moving on to high school golf. In golf yesterday at Fairfield, Carmi's boys beat the host Mules on the 5th score tiebreaker, with both teams firing a 147. Carmi's Caden Holloman was the medalist with a 33. Carmi also won the girls match over Fairfield, 179-194. Carmi's Ava Sheaver was the match medalist with a 38. At the boys' Marion invite, Breeze Mater Dei took first place with a 287. Benton second at 289. Anna Jonesboro was third at 306. Mount Carmel fourth at 319. A total of 15 teams took part. At Quail Creek, Edwards County's boys took first place in a triangular with a 166. Oblong second at 188. And Robinson third at 204. The Lions' Mason Smiley was the medalist with a 38. Robinson won the girls' match at 223 rather. Edwards County was second at 277. Oblong had no team score. At the Richland County Country Club, Olney took first place on the boys' side at 168. Lawrenceville second at 174. Flora third at 176. Flora's Andrew Puckett was the medalist with a 39. On the girls' side, Olney also took first with a 235. North Clay's Kennedy Jones was the match medalist at 45. Moving on to girls high school tennis. In girls tennis yesterday, Marion beat Carmi 6-3.